Hello, sir.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. I don't know the last thing you heard. I was just asking, you referred to a schedule of expected salaries and entitlements for yourself.
Yes, yes, I did.
Please, sure. Is that the document you referred to?
Yes, it is. Yes.
In your discussion, you further referred to solicitors' demand letter dated 10th of June 2024. Your solicitor's demand letter dated 10th of June 2024.
Yes, I did.
Can you confirm the document?
Yes, it is.
You further refer to defendant solicitor's reply letter to your demand letter. Yes. Can you look at that document and confirm whether it is the reply letter to your demand letter?
Yes, it is.
You further refer to receipt of solicitor's fee in your deposition. Please look at that receipt and confirm if it is the solicitor's fee receipt you talked about.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it is.
Okay. My lord, on the additional list now, I'm going over to the additional list. The additional list of documents filed on the 25th of June 2026.
I'm sorry, it's not so clear.
So just hold on a bit. Okay, you refer to WhatsApp printout showing the chat between the founder, Dr. Charles Dimobi, and yourself.
Yes, I did.
Can you confirm if that is the document you refer to in your reply?
Yes, it is.
You also referred to defendant solicitor's letter dated 30th of April.
Yes,
Can you confirm if that is the letter 30th of April 2024? Written
yes,
to a certain Paul Igwe.
yes, it is.
You referred to, sorry, just before we proceed, the defendant solicitor's letter you referred to is a photocopy.
Yes, it's a photocopy.
That is the one dated 30th of April 2024. It's a photocopy. Where is the original?
The original is in the possession of the company.
Let's go to. You refer to outgoing clearance form filled by Mr. Edafe Chingo together with acceptance and full and final settlement.
Yes,
Please
I
take a look
did.
at that document. Same document you referred to.
Yes,
That document is a photocopy.
yes, it's a photocopy.
Where is the original?
The original is in the possession of the company.
You refer to the offer letter of Mr. Alok Pandey dated the 26th day of January 2022.
Yes, I did.
Please take a look at that document and confirm whether it's offer letter you referred to.
Okay. Yes, it is.
That document is a photocopy.
Yes, it is a photocopy.
You tell the court where the original is.
The original is in the possession of the company. Yes.
You further refer to an offer letter dated 15th day of August 2022.
Yes, I
Written
did.
to Mr. Edafoshingo.
Yes, I did.
That document is a photocopy.
Yes, this is a photocopy.
Please tell the court where the original is.
The original is in the possession of the company.
Witness, you further refer to a three-part letter. A three-part letter dated the 13th day of June, 2023.
Yes.
So, my Lord, I apologize. My Lord, there is an error on the list. The actual date.
I can't hear you well.
Second offer letter is 15th of August, 2020. That's what is on the list is an error. I apologize. The actual date is 15th of August, 2020. The date and the name, no, the body of the letter. The one is concluded, Edafoshingo. Yes, my Lord. My Lord. Yes, my Lord. Different name and different dates. Number 5 is supposed to be Alok, find the offer letter of Edafoshingo, dated the 15th day of August, 2022. No, not Mr. Alok. Mr. Alok is already in. Mr. Edafoshingo, my Lord. Edafoshingo. And the date is 15th of August, 2020. Most date. Most date. So, witness, you did refer to a three-part letter. Yes, this is the first page, second page, and third page. Page 3 and 1. Just one document. Please confirm if that is the three-part letter you refer to in your deposition.
Yes, it is. It's one of it, yes.
Now, that document is a photocopy.
Yes, there are photocopies. Yes.
Please tell the court where the original is.
Yes, please. The original is in the possession of the company. Yes, that's the
Can you say that
document.
again?
The original documents, all three, are in the possession of the company.
You referred to a WhatsApp communication between yourself and a technician about a faulty television.
Yes, I did.
Please take a look at it. No.
Okay.
This is different. This is different from this. Sure.
Yes. Yes, I chatted with him.
Is that the WhatsApp chat you referred to?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. You also referred to a WhatsApp chat between yourself and the founder, Mr. Dr. Charles.
Yes, I did.
Relating to the housing policy of the company. Please, can you confirm me that is the chat?
Yes, this is my chat with Dr. Charles Zimobi. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
And you further refer to a certificate of compliance prepared in relation to your WhatsApp chats. Please can you confirm if that is a certificate of compliance?
Yes, I did.
And you further
Yes.
refer to a letter from Elias Ichoku and Co. dated 1st of October 2022.
Yes, I did. Yes.
That letter is a photocopy.
Yes, it's a photocopy.
Where is the original?
The original is in the possession of the company.
And lastly, you refer to everyday group of company housing policy.
Yes.
Is that the
Yeah.
document you refer to?
Yes, this is the document. This is the housing policy audit.
Thank you very much. My Lord, we seek to leave of court to tender
Yes.
documents which the witness has identified as exhibits in this case.
Yes, please.
And which of the list? No, that will be all for this witness. Living at the mercy of my learned friend to God perfectly with her. Let's go. Yes, my lord, we are ready to proceed. Respectfully. Good morning, Mrs. Neka. Please confirm you can hear me. Good morning, madam. Please confirm you can
Good
hear me.
morning. Good morning, sir.
Okay, thank you. My lord, may we apply that the witness be shown the
I'm
letter of
sorry, can you?
resignation. Can you hear me?
Now I can hear
Connecting.
you, yes. It was faint
All
when
right.
you turned away. Yes.
All right. My lord, we apply that the witness be shown Exhibit C5. Yes, my lord.
Yes, this is, I recognize this.
Can you confirm that you wrote and signed that letter?
I can confirm that I was mandated to write it and sign it. Yes.
Okay. Where were you when you wrote that letter? Where exactly were you when you wrote that letter?
I was in the office of Mr. Kishore Naidu. He was the then managing director of the company, and in his company was Mr. Chuka Maduabum, the CFA of the company, sitting on the board of Uhuru.
Okay. Yeah. Witness, you may need to take your answers slowly so that my lord can record your evidence. Don't be too fast. So just go over it again and then don't be too fast, please.
Okay. At the time, I was compelled to write that letter by Mr. Kishore Naidu and Mr. Chuka Maduabum. I was sitting in the office of Mr. Kishore Naidu, who at the time was the managing director of the company. And seated also in that place was Mr. Chuka Maduabum.
Witness, you're being too fast. Take your
Sorry?
answers gently. Take your answers gently so that the court can record your evidence. Don't be too fast with your answers, Okay, the court is recording in longhand, so
Oh,
take it
okay.
gently. Yes, so that my Lord can record the evidence. Thank you.
My apologies. Okay.
My Lord, may I proceed? So were you physically coerced into writing that letter?
Hmm. By physical coercion, please, what do you mean?
Were you physically forced to write the letter?
I would say I was mentally and psychologically forced, mandated, compelled to write that letter
Okay.
by Mr. Kishore Naidu and Mr. Chuka Madwabum. And I would say it was instant, immediate, sudden.
Your answer is muted. Your answer is muted. Thank you.
Okay.
Now, the content of that letter, the content
Which
of that
of the
letter, did you
letters?
agree? The letter we are speaking of, your letter of resignation.
Okay.
Did you agree with the content, or do you agree with the content of that letter? Did they
I'm sorry.
represent your wishes?
I'm sorry. Say
The
that again.
content of, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. The content of the letter, your
Yeah.
resignation letter, do
Yes.
you agree with the content? Does that represent your wish? Do you agree with the content of that letter?
The content of the letter was that letter was paired with the conditions for the letter itself, which is the condition for the my resignation. So the resignation letter is one part, and the condition for my resignation is the second part. So both letters together reflected the content of the meeting I had with Mr. Kishore Naidu and Mr. Chuka Madwabum.
My lord? As the court pleases. So, Mrs. Neka, the court has asked that I will take the question. So please listen. Confirm you can hear me.
Yes, I
And,
can.
and both
If you
you,
could face that speaker, so because when you turn, it gets faint, and then I have to. Thank you.
is it better? Is it better
Yes,
now?
please. Yes, it is.
Okay. The question is, the letter of resignation you have referred to,
Yes.
do you agree with the content of that letter? Do you agree with it? That's the question. So it's a yes or no answer, or yes or no question. You can give any other clarification if necessary.
Okay. I would say the resignation letter and the conditions of my resignation letter, both of them together reflect what was discussed. So that is my response, sir.
As the court pleases. I don't think you can hear the court. but the court is insisting that it is a yes or no question. So do you agree with the content of the letter? You can say yes or no, and then you add any additional comments. So the question is, do you agree with the content of the letter? Yes or no?
I would say yes, I agree, because I was requested, compelled, mandated to write it based on the conditions that are written in the second document. And because the only choice I was given was that if I did not write it, I will have to be issued a letter of termination that was already prepared. So that is why the conditions of the resignation became the agreed reference for me to write that resignation practically under duress. I was given a sheet of paper and a pen.
So in the days after you wrote that letter, you said you were coerced
Yes,
into writing the letter.
yes,
In the days after that letter was written, when you were no longer in the, like you said, psychological compulsion of the defendant,
yes.
did you write to the defendant to disclaim the content of the letter, to say you did not agree because it was under duress? Did you write to the defendant?
Did I write the defendant
It's a yes
immediately?
or no. It's either you did or you did not. Specifically to denounce the content of the letter because it was compelled or coerced. Did you write to denounce the content of that letter because you were coerced after you had
Not,
left that office where all those people were?
not immediately, but I did. I had to leave Portharcourt and go back to Lagos. You
Okay,
don't,
hold on.
you're not, yes.
Witness, hold on. Let the court take the question and then you can answer.
Okay.
Please go ahead.
Okay. So that very day was 17. I was mandated to leave the company the
Recall the
company,
question. Recall
sorry.
the question. Recall the question is, did you write? It's either you did or you did not. Did
I
you
did
write?
not
If you did,
immediately.
yes.
I did not immediately. I had
Okay.
to actually digest it. I had to go back to Lagos. In fact, I was supposed to be put on a flight the same day. I had to move property across cities. So I had to leave Port Harcourt the very next day. Otherwise, I would have been thrown out. So it took time to digest. If a thing happens to you, you will, as a person, digest it and understand the reality. But it was unacceptable. And that is why I had to get my lawyer to ask. After I wrote to the chairman, I wrote to the other board director. The chairman's name is Dr. Yemi Oshindero. I wrote to Mr. Lecoisis, who sits in France. I tried calling, I called Dr. Yemi, I chatted with him, I wrote emails, all to no
So,
avail. So
witness,
very
the court is recording you, and it would help if your answers are precise so that
okay.
we can make progress.
Of
My
course.
Lord, I
So
don't know if the answer is
I didn't write the next day, but I wrote mails and
okay. Witness,
made calls.
witness, let's make progress. Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay.
Um, Now, do you have a copy of the letter you wrote denouncing this unconscionable act you have described? Between then and now, today we are sitting in this court. You have a copy of the letter, either you or your counsel wrote denouncing the content of that letter.
Denouncing the content of the conditions of resignation or of the resignation letter.
Either of them. Do you have a copy of the letter you wrote or your counsel wrote?
Denouncing it? No.
Thank you.
But did you see the letters I wrote requesting that my contractual benefits and entitlements be paid? So I didn't
Mrs.
denounce.
Nneka,
Sorry?
you're not in a position to put a question to counsel. You only answer the questions you are asked.
Okay.
Thank you.
Noted, sir.
Go ahead. Please witness, you will just listen to the question and then answer to the court. You don't put a
I'm
question to the lawyer who is conducting proceedings. Thank you.
noted, sir.
My lord, can I proceed? Now, it is the conditions, like you said, attached to that letter of resignation that form your claim in this suit. That resignation that you denounced or you said was unconscionable, unacceptable. It is those conditions that you are claiming in this suit. Yes or no?
I'm sorry. Can you take your question again?
The conditions attached to that letter of resignation, which you are claiming was coerced. The product of that coercion, that is what you are asking for in this suit. Yes or
It was
no?
an agreement, sir. Yes, it was an
So it was
agreement
not a
between
coercion.
me. It was an agreement between me, Kishore Neidu, who signed it, and Chuka Madwabum.
Thank you. Thank you. Lord, may I ask that the witness is shown exhibit C17. Yes. And also referred to paragraph 7 of her additional deposition made on the 27th of April 2026. Paragraph 7 of her second deposition, 27th April 2026.
Yes. Okay.
Paragraph 7.
Paragraph 7. Yes. Yes. Okay.
Now, please confirm you made that deposition yourself.
Sorry?
Confirm you made this deposition yourself. Just confirm.
Yes, I did.
Thank you. You are relying on Exhibit C17, which you mentioned in that paragraph.
Yes.
Okay. My Lord, may I apply that the witness read the highlighted portion of that paragraph? There is a portion that is underlined.
Okay.
If she can see it and read it.
Okay. First, this refers to the letter to Paul Igwe. And the underlined says that the client's employment was terminated alongside that of Nneka Akabog, the head of Human Resources and Administration. That whereas Nneka Akabog immediately picked up her termination letter and had since moved on with her life, your client, that's Paul Igwe, deliberately and without any lawful reason, refused to pick up his termination letter despite several calls and requests to do so. That's the underlying part.
Oh, thank you. Now, by your reliance on that letter, that is my question now. By your reliance on that letter, you picked up a termination letter.
Huh? You did what?
By your reliance on that letter, you pleaded the letter, you have tendered it in evidence. By relying on that letter and even the highlighted portion which you have just read, you picked up a termination letter.
I did not pick up the termination letter.
Hold on. Your counsel is objecting. As the court pleases, my lord, we agree. By the content of that letter and the content of your deposition, you picked up a termination letter. That is your evidence.
No, I did not pick up. In that room with Mr. Kishore Nedu and Chuka Madwabo.
This is a streamlined question. You don't need to repeat what you have said before. By the content of that letter, you picked up, because the letter says Nneka Akabogu picked up her termination letter and has moved on with her life. By you relying on that letter, you picked up a termination letter.
Pardon
That
me,
is the
but
position.
please pardon me, but that is a ridiculous thing for you to say. A letter was written to Paul Igwe. A letter was written to Paul Igwe saying I picked up the termination letter. Meanwhile, I was in the office and I wrote a resignation letter with the conditions that was discussed. How do I write the resignation letter and also pick up? It was either I resign or I pick up the termination letter that was prepared. I didn't even choose to see the letter. It was prepared, but I was given paper and pen to resign. I didn't pick up any termination. Yes.
You can either confirm or refuse what I have said. I am reading your evidence to you. Wait,
I did not pick up.
Hold on. This is your evidence. As the court pleases. Go ahead, please.
That underlined portion is an extract of a letter written to another employee whose employment was terminated the same day. So, if I do not wish for you to take it out of the context of how that underlined portion was written to Paul. That letter is with Paul Igwe Darlington. And in that letter, the company told Paul that I had picked up the termination letter. Meanwhile, I was forced to either resign or pick up. I chose not to pick up the letter because they said Chuka and Kishore signed the agreement saying, okay, we will pay you still if you resign. So no, I didn't pick up the letter. And please, the underlined portion is taken from the letter written to Paul Igwe Darlington. So that is where that extraction is from.
Now, in your experience as a HR professional,
Yes, please.
terms of engagement between a company and an employee
Yes.
binds that specific employee.
Binds what?
That specific employee.
It binds both parties to the contract. Yes.
The company to that specific employee.
The company and the employee. Yes, if it is a signed contract.
Thank you. So the understandings and terms reached between the defendant and Edafishingo, as well as Alok Pandey, as well as all other employees, they do not apply to you.
If they sign the contract, they have binding entitlements and terms. If I sign the contract, I have binding benefits, entitlements, and terms also on my own contract. The contract bears my name, so it's mine.
The question is, the contract of these persons I have mentioned do not apply to you.
So
is a yes.
There, I don't know how it's a yes or no, please. Can you put it as a yes or no question then?
Do the terms of employment
Yes.
between Edafishingu and the defendant and Alopandi and the defendant apply to you?
Do the terms apply to me? On their contract? No.
As the court pleases. Now, in your experience as a HR professional.
Yes, please.
Or let me rephrase that question.
Okay.
You are claiming pension benefits in this case.
Say that again.
That is correct. You are claiming pension computation. You made a computation of pension. That
yes, my entitlement. Yes, I'm claiming my entitlements. Yes.
Can you confirm what PFA? I'm sure you know what PFA means. Pension Fund Administrator.
Yes.
You have a retirement savings account with.
Yes.
Can you confirm?
Stanbic IBTC pension.
Okay. Do you have anything before this court to show that you maintained a retirement savings account with Stanbic IBTC while working with the defendant?
Do I have? The defendant has the records of pensions paid to me from 2024. So
You were the human resources manager,
the head of human resource, yes, please.
the
At the
head of
time I
human
joined.
resources.
Mhm.
Yes. Now, do you have anything before this court? Is either you have or you don't, that you maintained a retirement savings account while working with the defendant?
I don't understand your question, please. Can
Okay.
you please?
Now,
Yes.
in all the documents, in all the evidence you have before this court, is
Yes.
there anything that shows that you had or you maintained a retirement savings account with Stanbic IBTC while you were working with the defendant? Is that, does that make sense? Is that clear?
Yes, but do I have
I'm
like
referring to what you have brought to this court.
the
Either
same
you have or you don't.
the same way I did not present my statement of account from my bank to show that the company was paying me salary, I did not bring the statement of Stanbic IBT to show that I have run a Stanbic IBTC pension account from 2004. No, it's not
Okay.
with you, but the company has records and can bring schedules of when I was paid pension.
Now, at the time when you joined the defendant, did you communicate your retirement savings account detail to the defendant?
Definitely. I was paid pension from 2024, but I submitted my pension details as part of my joining requirements to Miss Nora Dinwobi in 2023, April.
You may need to watch the court. The court is recording your evidence. So don't be too fast in your answers so that the court can hear what you want to say.
I'm so sorry. Okay. Please, I'll take that again.
Go ahead, please.
Okay. At the time I joined in April 2022, as part of the joining requirements, I submitted my bank details for salary payment, my pension number for pension remittance, and photocopies of my documents, original cited. I submitted every document to the ED Compliance and IT. Her name is Miss Nora Dinwobi. So I submitted the pension details for remittance and all the details to her.
Hello, David. Want to refer the witness to Exhibit C 18, C 19, C 20, and C 21. Yes.
Okay. What document is this, please? What can I see the name at the top?
You can show at the top of it.
I can't see. Can you raise it up a bit? Okay, Edafe. Yes, please. Edafe Shile. Alok Pandey. His employment letter. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay.
You show her all. No, not the end. Just the first page is okay. So please confirm that these documents were documents received in the course of the employment with the defendant. Can you hear me?
Documents I received.
These were
Hello?
documents you received in the course of your employment.
Some I prepared for the named ex-employee, and some were received for file.
Thank you, Male. You have a confidentiality clause in your contract of employment.
I have a confidentiality clause.
Yes, in your contract of employment.
Can I see the clause you're referring to, please?
Did you have a confidentiality clause in your contract of
Can,
employment?
can you please show me the clause that you are referring to? I don't have it on hand so that we can both speak to the same issue.
You applied as a witness showing exhibit P1, page 3. Privacy and confidentiality agreements.
Okay.
So you're aware of that clause in your.
Yeah. Please, can you specify the clause? Where is it?
Sorry, can you bring it? Let me show you. Yes.
Where? Did you mark it? Privacy and confidentiality. Privacy agreement. You are required to observe and upload all of every day's privacy policies and procedures or implemented or varied from time to time. Collection, storage, access to, and dissemination of employee personal information will be in accordance with the privacy legislation. Okay.
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 Now the retention of, so you are aware now that you have the confidentiality clause in your
It
contract.
was written in the contract, yes.
Okay. Did you have the consent of the defendant to retain the personal information of employees
To
after
do
your
what?
exit? Did you have the consent of the defendant to retain personal information of employees after your exit?
Okay. Please, what did I obtain after my exit? I'm sorry, so that I can know what you're referring to. Before I can answer the question, I don't know what I obtained after my exit.
As a court level. person. As a person. Yes. As a person. As a person. My Lord, we are grateful. So the question, I will repeat the question.
Okay.
I've referred you to some documents.
As the
I have referred you to some documents.
yes.
Yes. Those documents are personal information of employees of the defendant. Now, my question is, did you have the consent of the defendant to retain personal information of employees after your exit? Now, remember that you filed this suit after your exit. Did you have
Yes.
the consent of the defendant to retain personal information of employees after your exit?
Okay. Now we started with the privacy agreement or something. The one you showed me on my contract. First, that document doesn't exist. Like the handbook that was referred in my contract letter, I had to produce the handbook.
I'm sorry,
Now,
that
the
is not my,
privacy document,
excuse me. I'm
there is
sorry, my
no
lord.
such
That
thing.
is not my question. Excuse
However,
me. That is that is not my question. I
no,
asked a
I am
direct
answering
question.
the first
Did you have
question you asked me
I did
about
not
if
ask
I am
you any
aware.
question.
No, you asked if I'm aware of the privacy
I'm
policy
sorry, my lord.
clause.
May we be totally guided. I showed you I showed you a document as a copy. The court is speaking. Witness,
Sir,
witness,
sir,
do you understand the questions asked by the counsel? Just go straight to the answers, please, and save our time on your time, please.
he asked the first question, sir. So that's why I wanted to explain that such a privacy policy did not exist. I didn't sign it. It was not shown to me. It was just referenced in my contract because
Okay.
that is the basis for his question.
Okay, go to the next questions.
Okay, so he has asked if I have the permission of the defendant to retain. In my capacity as head of HR, so many documents I receive, sometimes I copy myself in my mail to be able to reference such a document or process or ongoing issue outside of the frame of everyday compound. So most of these documents I have because I copied myself and because they were sent to me, like I will give an example. The employment letter of Alok Edafeshile, Sachin Gupta, Rajiv Mehta, who is the current MD, and other people employed by global profilers were sent to me when I instituted employee documentation policy. So that is why I have their copies of employment letter. They joined, a lot joined like February, um, and I cannot have a document if I was not there. But I wrote the documentation policy to open a file for each employee so that I can manage their work-life history within every day. That is why I have some documents. They were sent to me. Global Profilers is the recruiting company that managed their recruitment, and that is why it was sent. I demanded for it. They also employed me. So mine also came through Global Profilers. Now, the other ones I produced, FFS of Edafe Shinle, of Alok, it is the head of HR who produces it. Again, I wrote the policy for FFS, calculation and managing contractual entitlements, especially at exit. So that is why I have some of them. I would calculate during the weekend, depending on the exit period. I would copy myself, or I would even start work on it on my personal laptop my personal HP laptop, and then send it to everyday email so that I can continue work during the week. So that's why I have some of these documents.
Yes. House. See though if you can come back tomorrow to round it. I'm sorry, as the court pleases. Hello, hello, I have about 10 questions. Hello, we have a date tomorrow. Hello, let me just round up with 2 questions on these points as the court pleases.
This matter is adjourned to the 30th day of 2026 for confirmation of the examination of CW1.